Miss Johnston-Cota here, one of your chemistry teachers. This video is to reinforce what you have read about in terms of observation versus inference. So hopefully in your reading, when you were looking at that worksheet, you saw that observations are facts. So when you look at something and you describe it in terms of its color, its shape, its smell, those are all facts that you're gathering. Those are observations. Once you interpret that fact, you now have an inference. So I'm going to have you pause this video quickly, and I want you to grab a piece of paper or that whiteboard that you created, and I'd like you to divide that piece of paper into observations and inferences. And when you come back, I will give you the next set of directions. All right, so now you have your piece of paper in front of you, observations on one, inferences on the other. And I'm going to give you something to make some observations about. So what I've got here is I've got a string hanging in water. I'm going to zoom in. Carefully zoom in. And what I want you to do is I want you to get as close as you can to that picture, and I'd like you to write down some observations and maybe make a couple of inferences about what you're seeing. I will put this a little bit closer to the camera for you. So you got that string, I got a beaker. Go ahead and make some observations and possibly some inferences about this. Pause the video and write a few of those down. All right, if you've unpaused your video, you have a few of those written down. And when you are looking at your observations and your inferences, when I do this next step here, see how many of those observations will have changed to inferences based upon what you're about to witness here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully pull on that string. I'm going to lift it up, bring it close to the camera. Oh my gosh, it's tied to some sort of solid. It's called polyacrylamide. So it is a polymer that can suck up a ton of water. And because it sucks up a ton of water, when I place it back into the beaker, it really does look like it disappears. So what I'd like you to do is I would like you to look at that list once again of your observations versus your inferences. And what observations did you make shifted to inferences? And maybe vice versa, what inferences did you make were actually observations? So hopefully you enjoyed this little tiny demonstration. I'll show it one more time. Close to the screen. Looks like there's nothing there. Whoa, there's your solid polyacrylamide sucking up tons of water to make itself look like a camouflage rock in water. All right. Enjoy that video. Be prepared to share out some of your observations, inferences in the discussion post.